What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's time for episode 16 of Tigers franchise, and it's draft time. I know I had mentioned last episode that I might just get through the draft and kind of get us into like a trade deadline area, but you know what? I decided I want to do a full draft episode, so that's what we're doing. We are in the draft right now. It's already started a little bit. We are up to our pick. I didn't do the, pick by pick early on because we're not near the top. We're picking at 24. I'll show you the first 5 picks. Actually, maybe the first 10. That'll be fun. Carter Smith went number 1 overall. He's got a 110 potential, which of course is bananas. But high work ethic and intelligence. Really strong guy, obviously. 65 infield range, 70 home run power, 80 contact, 65 avoid K. Those are the highlights if things pan out with Carter Smith there for the Brewers. The Rockies at 2 took Jesse Jakonski, who's a big power guy with 75 power potential, 65 contact, 60 eye. Not much for the defensive piece. He's a 4 corners guy, which is first, third, left, right, and he's not particularly strong at any of them, but I guess they thought the bat was so good that they thought it was worth it. I don't know. I think if I'm them, sorry, I hit the mic again. I did that last episode too. I probably go for more like up the middle guys and let the park raise their bat. I think that's probably the right move. This pick kind of dives into the park and says, you know what? We've got this great park. Let's just get somebody who mashes and have him take advantage of it. That's not inherently wrong. I will say that. Like, every pick doesn't have to be some up the middle guy that they try to, get good defense from and then maneuver to down the defensive spectrum depending on where they land. But that's probably where I'd be with the number 2 overall pick. Jarrett Sable, Blake Sable's brother, goes number 3. And he's got 80 power potential, 70 contact, 65 eye. He's ostensibly a catcher, but only a 45 ability back there. He does have 120 potential because of that 80-70 home run contact situation. We'll see what happens with Jarrett Sable. He goes to the Royals. In fact, we'll be up close and personal on what's happening with him if he makes it to the majors, being in the same division as them. Speaking of same division, the Chicago White Sox take Maximus Martin. This is the kid of the pop song genius, Max Martin, who makes all the pop songs, or at least used to. I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but he used to be associated with everyone big, Britney, Christina, the boy bands, all that. So that was of that era. I don't know what he's up to these days. Maybe he's still making songs. But anyway, Maximus Martin here is a middle infielder, with the defense is okay. Only 55 range. You're looking at 65 eye, 65 contact. I like that. Good speed profile. Great personality class with, isn't looking for a ton of money and then has high adaptability, work ethic, and intelligence. I'm cool with this guy. And this is the type of guy I probably would have taken for Colorado. Even though his defense isn't standout up the middle, I think I go with somebody like this. And like I said, let the park elevate their bat, especially with the personality class too. But whatever. Number 5 is Jack Crichton to the Pittsburgh Pirates. 65 power, 55 contact. Decent defense, first, second, third, left, right. Kind of like 50s, 45s down the board with it defensively. So nothing too special there. And low work ethic. So, Not a big loss off our board there, even though we're picking way later. We see him going like that's kind of a free pick. Hunter Sloop is a pretty advanced pitcher, 22 years old, already has 45 movement with the potential to turn those into 55, 65. Leader guy, he's a leadership guy is what I meant to say, and low financial ambition, low loyalty and intelligence. So he's a dummy who will just kind of, meander along. No, interestingly though, sometimes they have that low loyalty with high financial ambition. Yeah, those two go hand in hand there. That's what I was trying to say, and that is correct, right? They're going for the money, and so they have no loyalty. And you know what? That's fine. If you're good enough, I'll pay you, as I've always said. And that's to the Washington Nationals at 6. JT Quinn goes to the A's at 7. Talk about an advanced pitcher. He's 40s down the line already at age 21. This is a hell of a pick with high work ethic. He's 40-40-40 right now with the chance to go 50, 55, 65. 4 pitches, 55 stamina, high work ethic. Nicely done by Oakland here. This guy could be in their, bullpen at least, if not their full-on rotation by the end of the year. Why not? Although, actually, in this universe, Oakland's good. So, I don't want to jump the gun there. They're only 43 and 45 this year, but they were awesome last year, if I recall correctly. No, wrong sim. Oh, you know what? I just confused my own sim with PF Holden. There's the and I almost said annual. I don't make an episode every year. There's the per episode mention of PF Holden. Oakland's great in his universe, and so are the Tigers. He's got the Tigers rolling. PF Holden, YouTube, check it out. I mention it all the time. I'm always going to. That's my guy. I'm going to promote the hell out of him. Y'all need to be watching him. If you like my stuff, you're going to love his stuff. All right, but anyway, JT Quinn, great pick for Oakland, and I go back to what I originally said. He could be in their rotation by the end of the year. Sam Horn goes to the Angels at 8. Surprised he didn't go to the Red Sox. Low work ethic and intelligence. Somewhat advanced. Again, the pitching is advanced in this class, but they're older too. He's 21, turning 22 in a couple months as well. 45, 35, 35 right now with the chance to go 65, 45, 60. Can hit a tinge. Has, a modicum of two-way potential. Looking like he could be in a bullpen later this year with the 55 fastball and the 65 curve already and the chance to improve both of them. Solid pick there, Sam Horn at 8. 9 is Justice DeJong going to Miami. Big-time power first baseman. Top 10 banger first baseman, already at first without a great bat profile too. Plate profile is what I meant to say. 50 I, 50 avoid K potential. Nah, too rich for my blood. And then at 10, another one of our division mates. By the way, our division not great there with 3 of them in the top 10. Cleveland Guardians take Adonis Guzman. 60 ability, 75 arm behind the dish, and all the green you could want. High loyalty, high leadership, high adaptability, work ethic, and intelligence. 65 home runs, 65 discipline. My door just randomly, the little latch clicked there for no reason and scared the crap out of me. I have no idea why. You heard Henry just jump down the ramp there. He heard that noise. Shar sleeping there on cam, as you can see. Jen is out of the house. She may return at some point. You'll see the dogs disappear. She took her parents to the airport. They were visiting for Thanksgiving, so I don't know what, blew that little part of the door closed, but it definitely scared the crap out of me. Anyway, several more picks go off the board, and now it is to us here at 24. Let's see what our new guy thinks. Glenn O'Donnell. He likes Gavin Fine. Wonder if this Casey Fine's brother. Or Fine? Fine? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up Casey real quick. Fiend. That's what I thought. I should have known that off rip because he played with Detroit. So my bad on that one. But, I didn't fully trust myself when I said Fine off the top there. So partial credit. How about that? But is Gavin his brother? Let's find out. He's a California guy. Marietta, California for Gavin. It's looking like it, right? They're both from California. I mean, California's a big place, don't get me wrong. Ooh, Gavin in... that's probably where they got it. Never mind. I was going to say he's committed to Texas in real life, but also in the game because they pulled this data off of the Perfect Game websites. Let's see if it mentions his brother here in this little wrap. I know nobody cares. We might not even pick this guy. But I want to know now that I'm looking it up. Does it mention Major League brother? It does not. Okay. Well, now you're just bothering me because I'm recording here. Does this website not know that I'm recording? Maybe not. Maybe just two fiends from California. Maybe they're related as cousins or something too. That could be it. Maybe they're not related at all. Not everybody with the same last name has to be related. As much as I try to make that a thing. So anyway, I looked at him a little earlier. I haven't deep dove, but I got a few names off the top of my head. Great hitter. Medium personality. I like the high leader and adaptability. I don't love the high financial ambition, low loyalty, low work ethic. Again, push come to shove, the high financial ambition and the low loyalty are not going to bother me. They're not going to take me off a guy that I'm on. That said, I'm not on Fiend right now. 50 range in the middle, up the middle there. 50 arm, if you put him over at third. What am I getting here? I'm getting a great bat. This is a hell of a bat. I kind of hope he goes to college, gets better, and then we pick him when he comes out of UT, baby. Hook him. But as it stands right now, it's pass for me. So not a bad reco from our guy. I see why he gets there, but it's just not for me. Now, if we're looking at the, whoops, I didn't mean to switch those around. If we're looking at the bat potential, he is the top guy, Gavin is. Then you got Masato Chilcutt, cool name. Strong catcher, I do like him, but I don't really want to go catcher. Then you got Kason Cunningham here, who appeals to me more. High leader, high work ethic, 60 range, 60 air, 60 DP, only 50 arm. But you look second and short, he can play it. Good contact profile. Yep, Jen's here now. There go the dogs. Probably will turn the dog cam off if she doesn't come back a few minutes after saying hi to Jen. 60 contact, 75 avoid K, 60 eye potential. No pop, 45 gap and home run. So that's, not great, but we can live with that. I like him more than Fiend. Maybe I'll like the bat of Fiend better, and you say, don't worry about the defense. We'll figure it out. And if you are in that camp, I get it. I want to be clear. I think this is kind of open between these two, where I can see both sides, but I'm leaning toward Cunningham. Noah Franco, nah, decent enough guy. Does look like a late first round type, but nothing really drawing me in there. Cannon Golden's a cool name, although I don't like that both parts of it end in N, like Cannon Golden. But Cannon Gold would be kind of cool or something like that. 60 gap, 60 eye. I do like the 60 outfield range and decent speed profile. But again, I'm left a little chilly on him. Omar Serna. Would we just take Chilcutt? Why would we take Serna? Emmanuel Antigua. Disastrous profile here with the personality. Do like the 65 range. Shouts to him on that. And he's only 17 right now. But no, not overplaying Kason or Fiend in that case. Dean Moss, big time power guy, but it's kind of all or nothing power with no real defense thrown in. Von Necker, I've seen him become a stud in some sims. 60 home run, 60 gap, big arm over at third. If he's there in like the second round. Luke Billings, where are my Twitch watchers at? You all will remember him from Cincinnati. And we drafted him, I think, in the second round. His power potential was much higher in that universe. I think it was like a 60, 65 potential home run power. And it was kind of the sideways middle finger profile where that was the only thing sticking out. And I said, you know what? Let's just go for the power and see what happens. And he developed into an absolute monster. Now, we can't let that influence us here for a totally different universe with a totally different role. This is not who Luke Billings was in that world. I will say, though, he's there in the second. Probably going to give him some consideration. Question now when you're looking at Fiend versus Cunningham is price. Fiend's looking for recommended slot, which is 4.6. Kason Cunningham wants straight up $7 million. It is interesting, by the way. I mentioned how Fiend is going to go to the University of Texas if he goes to college. Kason Cunningham is from Austin, but he's going to go to Texas Tech. What? And interestingly enough, Tech and Texas are playing right now, right here on my iPad. I went to Texas. Jen went to Texas Tech. So we're enemies right now. I hope she can hear me right now. I hope so. But anyway, Kason Cunningham, I think he's my guy, y'all. Despite the Texas Tech commit. I like the better defense. And I don't know, I feel like he can develop into the power more. It's not easy. It's not guaranteed by any stretch. He's double 45s here. Like, he's not a power guy. But there is a world where, with the high work ethic and the right coaches and everything, where he gets that to 55s along with everything else coming together. And he's an absolute monster. And he has the 60 range, 60 double play as well. So I think it's worth the extra $1.5 million. I do. At least for me. Except that it's $2.5 million. So counting is hard, especially if you're a moron, but it is worth the extra $2.5 million to me. I'm going to take Kason Cunningham, and I'm going to meet his demand. And he's our guy. Now we jump into the second round. Let me take a quick look over here. There's 4 sub picks. There's some other ones. There's a couple comp picks in the second round. We end up picking 26th in the second round. So we move down 2 slots. And then we're back up to 22 in the third round. and then 24th back in the 4th round, and probably from there on in. Now, I don't think we have any extra picks, so we got what we got. All right, let's just see the next like 3 picks. See who goes. Chilcutt, Rocco Brezeniak. How do you say that? Because that's the Z-E-Z, Brezeniak, I bet. Buy a vowel, my guy. Come on. Texas takes Gavin Fiend. There you go. So he stays, well, he doesn't stay local, excuse me. He's from California, but he was trying to go to Texas, to the University of Texas. Might just go to Arlington and skip that whole UT thing. We'll see how that goes. And then Baltimore takes Jordan Vera, pitcher of moderate acclaim. All right, let's go to our next pick. Pick 2, we see Noah Franco made it. Lantigua, Luke Billings, Dean Moss. Did we look at Dean Moss? He's just no or nothing power guy. Max Williams, solidly decent, but nothing special. Let's look over at the pitchers. Let's take a quick look. Let's go draft pitchers. What? Wow, there's that few that have 35 potential? Or was it the injury proneness thing? How many did that cut? Okay, that didn't cut that many. It was the 35. Wow. That's all that's left at 35 potential or higher. Wow. Okay. Well, do we take Cooper Rummel just to get a halfway decent pitcher in this draft? Also from Austin, Dripping Springs, and another Texas Tech commit. Well, we're saving these guys from some bad decisions. You know, I can't fathom purposely going to Texas Tech, you know? Could you imagine? Like, who would even go to Texas Tech? Like, what would be the point of that? I just don't know why you would ever, like, purposely go to Texas Tech. Like, that's insane. I don't know anybody that would do that. I don't know if she can hear me. I can't tell. She knows I'm recording, but she can't hear me roasting Texas Tech. Anyway, Cooper Rummel's probably going to be our guy. Let's see what Glenn thinks. He thinks Noah Franco. That's an okay pick. Decent outfielder. A bunch of 50s and 55s all over the joint. I could see him being all right, but I'm going to get the pitcher here. We need to get one. Zion Theophilus is such an amazing name. I think I've mentioned it multiple times across different sims that I've done this year because he is a real guy there from the Perfect Game website, and every time I see it, I'm just like, that's incredible. It's an incredible name. Malachi Witherspoon's a pretty cool name too. Let's take Rummel. He wants recommended Slough 1.47. And we save him from a dreadful life decision of going to Texas Tech. You just never want to go to Texas Tech if you can avoid it. She was walking right by. How'd she not hear that one? Next pick is Max Williams. Tampa Bay takes Dean Moss. Texas takes Eli Pitts. He's all right. All right, let's get to the 3rd round. Watch these pitchers. I wonder if there's going to be even anybody with an orange potential. 3rd round. Okay, a bunch of them stayed. I mean, but orange isn't even that special. I'm not trying to take a 40 potential in the 3rd round, although there's only 45s here. This is just a light draft. This is the last pre-made draft class, and then we get into the computer-generated ones, and the talent hits another level. Our boy Billings is still there. He has a little work ethic, but you know what? I might go for the nostalgia. You know, the previous success, and see what we can do with it. Luke Billy. He wants a Millie. We'll give it to him. Chicago takes Brady Neal. Tampa Bay takes Patrick Forbes, and Texas takes Ivan Arias. They took another shortstop. Is that 3 straight shortstops for them? Because they took Fiend in the first, no? They took Fiend, Pitts, and Arias. Hey, that's the way you do it, right? You pile up shortstops, and you start moving them down the defensive spectrum. So I got no beef with that. All right, 4th round. Nathan Fink is the recommendation. I mean, this draft's not great, y'all. Now, you can still find gems, and we're going to be mindful of that. But we're probably only going to do 10, 12 rounds. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of time drafting 35s with y'all. For your own sake. Maybe we go with Ethan Petrie here. He's this last big power guy. Actually, there's another one. Judd Udemark. But Ethan Petrie's smart. Plays 1st and 3rd. So does Udemark. But I guess they're both 21. It's close. Neither is particularly expensive. I think we take Petrie. I wonder what makes him a little bit better. I guess the infield range is a 50. Is that all it's taken right now to get a little bit of a better outlook? Luke Boykin, I kind of like him. Oh, low work ethic, gross. Look at all these orange low work ethics. Come on, guys. You're in this terrible draft class. If you show a little work ethic, I'm pretty much taking you at this point. All right, let's get Petrie. Is this Dan Petrie's kid? All right, next pick, Grant Siegel is the recommendation. I mean, he's a pretty bland pitcher, but he's pretty much completed. He's 40s down the line with 45 potential. 4 pitches, 50 stam, high work ethic, 22 years old. It's boring, but it's getting done. Next up, good recommendation by our guy there. Nathan Fink recommended again. I didn't love him the first time. Still not really interested. I might go back to the well again on another guy that I've had in a sim before. Corbin Dickerson from the Marlins sim. He was a stone cold bust, but he's a good outfielder, great speed. At least we're not drafting him in the 1st round with, a bunch of hitting potential this time. So now he can just kind of be whatever, and we're not going to be too worried about it. So we'll take Corbin Dickerson, and we move to the 7th round. Don't you dare recommend Nathan Fink again. Aaron Arnold, another pitcher. He has low work ethic. 3 solid pitches and 60 stam, but he's 20 years old. I think if I want to take a pitching project, I think we got to take a high school one, What's up with this guy? Gavin Gargiulo. He's got 3 pitches, 55 stam, little bit of hitting appeal. Yeah, this is the kind of guy we'd rather go for. Take him. Go to our next pick. Isaac Hill is the recommendation. High work ethic, high adaptability. He's kind of a dum-dum, but he works hard. He's got a little bit of two-way potential. It's modest. But at least it gives us another avenue if things don't quite work out. I think I'll take him. Isaac Hill, welcome to the squad. Or welcome to the organization, at least. Next up is Austin Overn as a recommendation. 70 outfield range and not much else. Great speed, too. Sorry. 70 outfield range, amazing speed, and that's it. But we're talking 9th round of a rotten draft in terms of depth. So that might just be worth going for, Dylan Schwartz. Kind of interesting. If he lasts a little bit, I might take him, put him in like AA, see if he can work up his control to 35. I don't know. But no, I think I like our other guy here first, Austin Overn. Let's go over to the draft pitcher or batters there. Wait. 70 range. But then I click 70 here. Oh, I saw it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. By the way, that's a pitcher with 60 outfield range. Matthew Hoskins. Let's keep him in mind real quick. But let's go to batters real fast. Overn is the highest at 70. Yeah, we're taking him. I'm with it. Any good infield range left? Okay, we got some 65s here. We got Brock Daniels with a 60 and a little bit of a bat. Save him from a really bad decision. He's thinking of going to OU. That's disgusting. I think we take Brock Daniels. Yeah, come on, Brock Daniels. You're fine. All right, next up, Nathan Fink. Who's the 60 range pitcher? Matthew Hoskins. Now, he can't really pitch. Maybe we just flip him to a batter off rip and see what happens there. I could be down for that. What if we push him one more round? Let's do that. Push him one more round. Let's get one other guy. And then see what's up. Who's Austin Gordon? Was he from a previous draft? Yeah, because he's on a draft targets list. And I didn't target him for this draft. So he was not drafted last year. He had to be better than this. So either we just don't have him fully scouted or something happened because we wouldn't have put this on a list. No way. Same with Wyatt Lunsford Shankman. This is like wish.com Wyatt Langford. Let's take a look real quick at OSA just to see if they've got anything more complete than us. Cameron Odom. They like a good bit more than our guy. Cameron Odom. Hang on. Yeah, I could be convinced. Let me see what the hitters look like. Ooh, they got some 50s left according to OSA. Aren't you guys fancy? Including Rodney Green, who was also in last year's draft, it looks like. Drew Reynolds. Okay, I'm seeing all these capitalized names. These are just guys from last year's draft that I had on a list. Drew Reynolds, 70 hitting, 70 home run power. Great personality, 50 catcher. Also going to Texas Tech. We're just taking everyone from Texas Tech. We're going to ruin their baseball team. Ethan Anderson. I've taken him in Sims before. Actually don't mind him. I like the 70 gap. He's also a switch hitter. I'll take a shot on him. Let's go back to these pitchers. Cameron Odom, I'll take a shot on. Nathan Fink is still there. I mean, there's just nothing to really grab onto here that I'm like, oh, I can get behind this. Because at some point I'm like, oh, he's been recommending him for 5 rounds. I guess I'll finally take him. Because usually there's like a little something. But with this guy, he's so bland. Corner outfielder, I just don't care. I just don't care. What kind of eyes do we have out here? Carter Matheson, big time eye. Decent range. Kind of an all or nothing 3 true outcomes kind of hitting profile, but okay. We still have a 70 power in the form of Jared Jones at catcher, at least according to OSA. Lilo Paxia. Yeah, it's getting down to it, y'all. We're getting close to turning it over to Glenn and saying, do your best, buddy. Let's take a look at the pictures one more time. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that weird sound my throat made. Anybody looking good here? Anybody throw hard? Yeah, we got some 94s, 96s. Jeez. Thatcher Hurd from UCLA, not LSU. Problem is, like, there's no upside. He's 22 and like there's nothing to build into. This Michael Flores guy. Can we teach him to keep the ball in the yard? He's 22 as well. Oh my God. Y'all. I know I'm agonizing over these guys and they're all a bunch of bleh. I think we're going to go back to hitters and this is our last pick. Part of this is I changed my scouting director about a month before the draft. Couldn't get to everybody, so leaving us a little blind here at the back end. And I'm going to let him deal with that. I made the bed and I'm going to make him lie in it. You know what? We'll take Colby Backus. He can go up to like probably AA off rip. Yeah. So let's do that. Take Colby Backus for our 13th pick. And that's not too bad. We're going to let Glenn finish it up. And all in all, not a terrible draft. All right, let's see if we have to negotiate with anybody. Nope, everyone's set. I feel all right. Like Kason Cunningham, I'm pretty happy with. Gonna make him a top prospect already. Cooper Rummel, top prospect already, I think. Luke Billy, definitely. Yeah, all these top 5 we're gonna put right into the top prospects. Grant Siegel. I mean, he's an org top prospect, right? Like, he's not making a top 100 list at Fangraphs or anything, but you know, he's a ready-made guy for our organization. He's a solid prospect, especially because we don't have a great prospect system. Checked out the last time we have 22, 66, and 84 with 199 and 200 lurking. I want to deepen this big time. Let's look at our pipeline real quick. Let's go to our team. Tigers here. So we have 17 in the top 500. Again, that's basically average. 16 and 2/3 of a player, we'll call it 17, is if you just take 500 divided by 30. So at least we're in the realm there. But you know, I want to have like 20, 25. I'm a greedy Gus. Gimme. Let's take a look at these let's take a look in Texas. Rangers and Houston. Houston only has 13, but they're top heavy because they have 6 top 100s, 4 top 60. Texas has 24, including 4, 15, 18, 33, and 49. So 5 top 50s and another right there with Will Fenning at 52. So, you know, we're trying to move up. Hopefully this draft helped, at least incrementally. I think somebody like Kaysen can be a top 200 guy. I don't know if he's a top 100 off rip, and that's okay. So, let's see here. Now, just kind of level setting everything else. We're at the 11th. We got our last series here against the Cubs, who are 48 and 38 before we head into the break. And then we got to kind of assess if there's anything to do with the team. I kind of hinted last episode that I don't really think so. Just because I'm not sure who we're moving to make a big splash. And I think at this point, like, I don't think I'm going to make moves on the fringes. I think I want there to be somebody big, or we'll just stick with what we got. And the tough part there is we don't have the pieces to go get somebody big, which leads me back to sticking with what we got. Now, we're not as stars and scrubs as we were last year. Remember last year we had like 2 blues and green, and then the rest was yellow and maybe even an orange or 2. This year we got 6 guys that are green, 55 or better, 4 more at 50 and 4 more at 45. That's not bad. It's a nice spread out team with some quality talent. Watanabe coming down to earth is a bit of a bummer, but let's hope he has a big second half. The Torque emergence has been great, so that's all good. I briefly talked about our minor league teams last episode. AAA is doing legitimately well. AA is doing fine-ish for what we've been doing. Same with high A. Then you start to get into A-ball, rookie, and then it gets ugly. But that's just always been a plight for me. Always something I've struggled with. We do have Mendoza and Enriquez down in the minors at 60 and 55 potentials. Now, Enriquez is just on rehab. In fact, he'll be back soon. They're not starting him on the rehab? Okay. For Bo Brisky? Come on. Bo Brisky's an all right, fill-in starter, but at least they have Enriquez closing. Like, they have him in a prominent role. But we're obviously going to put him back in the rotation when we get him back. And we'll do that next episode. We're going to go ahead and wrap it here. A little bit of a tighter episode with just the draft. And I would do a deeper dive on the farm if I really thought that there were some guys to highlight. Like, the biggest highlight of the year so far has probably been Jace Young in terms of prospects, and he's in the majors performing. So that one's already kind of ready-made. Same with Kevin Alcantara. Jackson Sanders, maybe he can start doing some things, although he's not having a great performance this year. Estevao Zegri, he's 18, so he's still at the Complex League. I think next year he gets into DSL, although maybe we send him over now. Let's take a look. DSL, he's 25, 35, 40, 35, 35. That's close. I feel like, or maybe not, I don't know. This is not a strength of my game either, so maybe I'm wildly off to say that it's close. Ooh, they want me to promote Franklin. Oh, well, we don't know where this guy's at. Oh, you know what we should do? Is probably cancel some of these draft guys, right? And then we can put our own guys on there, because right now they don't need to be there. And I can do that offline. I can handle all that. So yeah, we'll take a look at the trade market. We'll see if there's anything out there. I don't even know what the best place to upgrade is, though. Even adding around the fringes, like who? We can't get rid of Baez. We're stuck with him. Arias is a good backup. McKinstry's a good backup. Delay's fine. In fact, he's been our better catcher, but we're not buying into a 380 BABIP. I like Alcantara. Our pitching is our strength. So generally, I don't want to build y'all's hope and expectations up. I think we're going to end up staying put, but I will dive further into that next episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.